Are you worried about speaking perfect English? Well, a lot of people are worried about speaking perfect English. If you are one of them, you are not alone. This is something that is actually hindering your fluency. The more you want to speak perfect English, the more it's holding you back. How and why? And what is the solution to break free from this rigorous cycle? And how to actually speak fluently and speak accurately. Today, I'm going to give you all the solutions. So, are you all ready for this? I'm Shivangi Gupta, your CELTA-certified English language tutor, certified by the University of Cambridge, the UK, and you're watching Speak English with Shivangi. Now, today's lesson. That is, if you are worried about the perfection in English language, you are actually doing everything wrong. Why? Because you really don't need to be that much worried about perfection in the language. It's delaying your fluency, it's delaying your results. Now, how is it actually delaying your results? Can you learn anything perfectly in the one go? Think about it. Okay, today I ask you, uh, let's bake a cake, a chocolate cake, probably. And if I tell you that if you haven't ever baked a chocolate cake before, take this recipe up and go and bake it. Would it be perfect in the one go? No, you'll probably end up burning it completely. A hard toast. Nobody can eat that. I'm sure about it. It would turn up like that because it happens with a thousand, hundreds, a lot of people. It happens. Second one would be kind of okayish. You might burn 2 to 3 cakes. And then after that, you might learn what's working and what's not working. Similar thing happens when you're learning a language. Because when you're learning the language and speaking it works differently from person to person. For example, whatever works for you might not work for another person. What has worked for one person can't work for another person. So if you're just based on listening to the experience of somebody who has learned English and like they're saying that okay, I have learned English, now you can also learn English like this and that, because people do that if they are in a group and in that particular group one person is speaking fluently and they know that this person has also begin from zero, that English is not the native language of this person, and they get influenced. Now they start comparing. This comparison kills the confidence. And then you're aiming to speak with that perfection. Right now, perfection might not be what you need. Right now, improvement might be what you actually need. I have just not learned English and become a professional language tutor of English language. I've actually learned Spanish too. I hold a diploma in Spanish language. So I know what it takes to actually learn a language from both the perspectives. So English has been a part of my life from childhood because from where I come, English has always been a part in my schooling, everything. English was there, always there. And oh, English is my second language, yes, and still I can speak so fluently. I make it a profession. That means you can learn a language, it's not that difficult. Obviously you can learn the language and you can also have that perfection in the second language. Now the thing is that this fear of speaking perfect language, the worry of speaking perfect language, is holding you back. I remember when I had my viva for the Spanish language, I was not speaking everything absolutely perfectly. No, there were some kind of mistakes. But do you know that the examiner, they were so encouraging. Like they would not let me know that I've made a mistake. So I realized it. I remember I made a mistake that instead of 19, I ended up saying 90. And that's a very personal experience. I'm sharing it with all of you. And as soon as I said it, I realized I instantly corrected. But the thing is that I was not worried about it. Oh my god, I've said 90. No, I just said, oh, it's not this, it's this. That's it. And they were like, I remember uh, they were so cool about it. My examiners were so cool about it, and they start laughing and they were like, "Oh, you realized it, and that's so great." They appreciated me so much. I was so young. I was just 19 at that particular time, so they were so happy about it, and I had a great time. It was a part of my examination. I was getting marked on that. But for me, it was such a relaxing and great experience because they made it such a nice experience out of it. And at that particular time, I realized it's okay. It's fine because it's part of your learning journey. And then next year, when I was in advanced diploma, everything went absolutely well. Like, obviously, I was forming complex sentences. It was just not a to and fro interview. It was also about speaking on a particular topic for a minute or two, just like you would speak in IELTS. And I was able to do it perfectly because that fear was not there anymore. That, okay, I'm gonna make mistakes. So the more you fear that you're gonna make mistakes, the more conscious you become. You don't have to become conscious while speaking English because accuracy will come to you naturally. You're in the progress of learning a language, it will come to you naturally. The more you progress, the more language will become natural for you. So same happens with the English language. And in fact, English is said to be easier to learn than all the other European language. Do you know that? Because English has a global impact. It is spoken all over the world. And you interact with this language more. So that is why it's easier for you to become fluent in English, to speak it accurately. So you'll reach that accuracy. But if you're just worried about speaking perfect English, no. You focus on improving your language. I'm not saying worry about improving the language. Worry is not going to take you anywhere. You have to focus on improving the language. So constantly work on your language skills, constantly work on your speaking skills, constantly keep on upgrading your vocabulary, and you will speak perfect good English. And this is the only solution. So I hope this is going to help you. This has answered your query once again. And that's it for today. That is it. I'm going to meet you again in a new lesson. Till then, everybody, take care and bye.